action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks playing host to the LA Clippers. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Bledsoe to Middleton. Almost unlucky bounce. They'll get it down to Leonard. Whoa, what a finish.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
To Antetokounmpo. Big finish at the rim.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard.
To number 11, Brook Lopez.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it.
Good shot. Oh, I see you been working out, huh?
It's a second. One more coming.
Good shot.
Perfect from the line. It's all three of them.
Good shot, bro.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down three. Has a chance. Not that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Bledsoe. Shot from the lane won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Beverly into the front court. Leads 4. It's PG for 2. Just not going down.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
The pass set it all up.
One could make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Turns and slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Clippers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Antetokounmpo. Middleton. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Rises for the slam.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mike Budenholzer wants a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Bledsoe. To Lopez. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Goes to the left side. Matthews. Misfires. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Beverly. Paul George. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
And finishes strong. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me.
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Great look and vision. From the painted area, won't go down. To Williams. Deep two there, won't go. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Fights through traffic to slam it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
We played one with the visiting Clippers out on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Leonard. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Hill across the timeline. Now down 6. To Adetokunbo. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To George. Curling inside. Giannis Adetokunbo swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Giannis with it up top. Down 4. Not that time. The follow won't go either. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Leonard. To Paul George. For 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And Chris Middleton counted for 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
To Beverly, beyond the arc for 3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game. Williams into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Runner here won't go. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Beverly into the front court. Leads 3. Stuffs it down with authority.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
With a drop step. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 for 6 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Good for 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm gonna hit you with a head fake, and you're gonna have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Bucks. Number 3, George Hill.
Antetokounmpo. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
George. Bucks have it. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. To Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe. Hill. Buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough 2s, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Lets it fly from long range. And Chris Middleton on his own island hits it from 3.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
3 seconds. Substitution being made in this one.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, number 20.
Even to Zubats with the block. That's it for the first half. The Clippers have the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Leonard. And knocks it down.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Leonard. Not that time. To Antetokounmpo. With a drop step. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
To George. Beverly. Bledsoe slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Beverly. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Giannis in control of the basketball. His group now down 2. With a drop step. Giannis Antetokounmpo. With that, he's 5 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Clippers have the basketball. Paul George. To Leonard. Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it in the right corner. Beverly. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Whoa, Chris Middleton. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Bledsoe knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. George. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face...
Stuffs it down with authority. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
George, oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
To Paul George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George. Three-second count. The Bucks at the controls. Matthews. Paul George. Missed a wide open look. Fires the 3. Not that time. This for the tie. Third quarter comes to an end. This game is all tied up. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ball game.
Leonard to Beverly. Scores from the post.
You see, that's well-timed right there. Not a minute too soon or a minute too late. They needed that one.
Bucks basketball and stuffs it home.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Won't go. Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
To number 11, Brooke Lopez. That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 1.
To George. Giannis Adetokunbo rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Goes to the right side to Williams. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
With a drop step, Leonard. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Nothing going here on that drive. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Adetokunbo, deep left corner. Middleton. That's off the side of the rim, short. From long range, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
To Middleton. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Off the assist. Bucks at the controls. It goes down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Second to 3. Got it. 3 for 3. Nice. Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jake.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his
Antetokounmpo. Can't get the bounce. To Williams. Antetokounmpo, the rebound. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Nothing going here on that drive. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.